Hello everyone, beautiful peoples. It is June and it is time for your June monthly readings in general life, love, and abundance career. So just sit back, relax, and enjoy whichever this introduction is attached to. I'm actually going to attach this intro to all of them. So if you see this part of the video pop up on like the abundance and you saw the general life, then just, you can fast forward and get straight to the abundance reading, for example. And I'm super duper excited about this month because it's in the middle of 2019. Can you believe we're already here? And I just have a feeling there's a lot of things going on for everybody energetically. So it's going to be interesting to see how everything unfolds. And I want to hear from you all. Don't be quiet. I want to hear how things have been unfolding as your month progresses. Has anything that resonated in the month, monthly reading, has it manifested? Did you have any questions? Let me know. I want to hear from you. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in and joining me. And before I forget, don't forget to check out your sun, moon, and rising signs in your general life, love, and abundance. And then also, don't forget to maybe check out your relatives or your loved ones, because sometimes you'll be like, why are you acting like such a jerk? Oh, let me check out your reading and see what's going on. And you get the answers you need. So that's it, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. And let's get started. Hello, Libras. This is your June General Life Tarot reading. And we're going to do Tarot and Oracle. Let's get started. I'm going to first look at the overall overarching energies for the month of June for my lovely Libras. We've got patience, freedom, invitation. Okay, nice. And then shadow aspects of the energetic frequencies that Libras will be experiencing during the month of June. What's going on there, Spirit? Thank you. Manifestation. Okay. We've got patience, freedom, invitation. Nice. And the shadow aspects is manifestation, sitting right underneath patience. Sitting underneath freedom is overwhelm. And sitting underneath invitation is disquiet. Let's talk about these things for a moment, shall we? All right, so this month, wow, Spirit is saying, for some of you, you are going to definitely either have a patient heart, maybe after a big change you've gone through, maybe after a big releasing, letting go of something in the prior month. Maybe now as you move into June, you have a whole new sense of patience as you manifested that change. So that's a positive thing. So then we have patience. That is what is here for you. So for some of you, this is a call from our patience. So this may be you are experiencing patience, you have been patient, while for others this is a call from our patience as what's manifesting, what's percolating, what's cooking is actually trying to come and be born, and you're called to what? Be patient. You have freedom here. You are experiencing a greater sense of freedom in the month of June, more than you ever thought you could imagine. And it was all because of perhaps this manifestation that have been making a changing. Now with manifestation, that's change. That, in other words, is something that is, you know, that comes about as a result of something else. There's a change that happens, and it can overwhelm you. You could definitely feel the overwhelmness of the responsibility of what additional freedom comes. If you quit your job, on the other side of that freedom could be overwhelmed for something else. Maybe a concern for finances, or if you ended a friendship, you know, you have more freedom of time, but maybe there's a little bit of, you're overwhelmed with a little bit of loneliness. So just being aware that this is a great thing that's happening here, by the way. Don't confuse it. But on the other side of that, that yin and yang energy is sometimes you may feel overwhelmed by that freedom, but that's okay. Okay? It's not a bad thing. It's just a balance thing, if you will. And then finally we have invitation and disquiet. And it's like you are called to go deeper, go deep within. And that's because there was something stirring up inside of you and all around you, a noise that could not be quieted, that you could not hear. It was the rumbling of dissatisfaction amongst coworkers. It was, you know, people mumbling of dissatisfaction around a living situation. The rumblings in the inner stirrings of your soul saying, I need to go deeper. I need to do something else further with my life. And you listened to that call, and you went in, and you went deep, and you went dark, and you accepted the invitation to go deep and dark, and to explore why is there this disquiet? Why is there this lack of inner peace for you? What is that about? Why is there this external peace? Like, why is there not peace in your external realm? You're like looking at that. So it's quite interesting energies going on for our lovely Libras. I'll say that much. I'm going to kind of tuck these away. Because I want to make room for the cards. Hopefully you can see these. Okay. Now let's move into the tarot. So now, Spirit, what in the month of June will Libras be facing or confronting throughout the month of June? What's happening in their general life? Okay, in the month of June. What tools will Libras be utilizing in the month of June? Two of Cups. Nine of Blades. Let's see. Okay, and then Six of Coins reverse. Interesting. I'm like, what did I do? All right. And then finally the outcome cards. How does the month end for Libras? We got 10 of Cups. That's nice. Okay, 8 of Coins reverse. Okay. And then 6 of Cups upright. What does Libras need to surrender in the month of June? Well, let's try that again. What do Libras need to surrender in the month of June? Surrender to what is. Surrender worry. Okay, and we conclude the reading this month with Waning Gibbous 1, Self-Reflection. And I'm going to take a look at the guidebook on that one. All right, let's get started with this beautiful reading that we've got going. So we've discussed this at length here. What's happening or what you're confronting in the month of June. We got Four of Cups and Strength. And I get a sense that this one kind of came out sideways, so we'll kind of read it in both the reverse and the upright. But the Four of Cups is about feeling dissatisfied and disenchanted with your life, feeling like just not okay with where your life is going, where you've been, and you kind of are just bored, just straight up bored, ready to do something else, finally ready to make a move. So in the first couple of weeks of June, this is you kind of coming out of a slumber of Four of Cups energy, where you're just like, I am so bored with my life. I'm bored with my love life. I'm bored with my regular life. I want a new career. I am just disenchanted with what's going on. No matter what people are trying to give me or share with me, I ain't feeling it. And then as you move into the latter part of the month, we have the Strength card. The Strength card tells me that at times your inner strength feels like it's wavering. Like you're confident on one hand, you're assured, you feel empowered, you feel like you've got all that you need to get where you need to go. But at times it feels a little shaky for you. Like you're not sure of the decisions that you've made. You may have made a decision, as a result of saying, I want to end this Four of Cups energy. You may have quit a job. You may have started a new hobby. You may have started a new job or started a new business. Something, you end up finding the inner strength to move forward, which is beautiful. But that's because I think that here's the advice here. This is surrender to what is. They're almost similar color palettes. Surrender worry. Flow with what is. Let me start over. Flow with what is instead of fighting it. When you can't change a situation, compassionately accepting it exactly as it is will bring you peace. Surrender worry. Make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body. Focus on the power of your heart and have faith that Spirit is guiding you always. So as you navigate this month, you may have some worry, but if you surrender to just knowing that everything is working out in your favor and for the greater good of everyone, you can surrender that worry. You don't need to carry that about. And that's where that inner strength starts to build up and come in. When you're able to finally realize, I can't control everybody else, but I can control that sense of worry, and I can control how I am perceiving things, and that I realize I just need to surrender to what is and let go and let it be. The tools that you have at your disposal is Two of Cups. So spending time building some one-on-one interpersonal relationships, really, because that's going to help you during this time of immense transition that you're going through. So building those one-on-one relationships is a key thing to your success. So take those opportunities when people want to go out, maybe one or two friends want to go out and hang out, take the opportunities to do so. It'll be good for you, good for them, and it'll really help you because you may have some things you need to bounce off of someone else and get their input, especially if you end up leaving a situation, a job, a living situation or what have you, and you've been a little out of touch with adult contact. Accept an invitation to hang out and spend some time with people. The Nine of Blades here, let's look at that for a moment. She is a little distraught here. She's got the clock. It looks like it's 10 o'clock. There's pills. The dog is looking distressed. Even the little pixie is distressed. The Nine of Blades is stressing out. You know what? No, I think that's 2 a.m. It's hard to tell. The size of the clock, the hands look about the same. But we'll just say it's 2 o'clock because this is what I call the late night hour card. And she is stressing. Surrender stress. Surrender worry. This is not telling you in the tools position to embrace worry. It's saying surrender it. Again, I'll read this. Make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. And let me pause for a moment. In the past, you picked jobs. You tended to pick jobs that were high stress on either your mind or your body or both. Now it's the time to not engage in any more relationships or activities or jobs that will bring about more worry for you. When worry arises, breathe them out of your body. Focus on the power of your heart and have faith that Spirit is guiding you always. So that's what it's about. Having faith and knowing that you made some really good decisions for yourself and that everything is unfolding in divine order as it should, when it should. And then the reverse Six of Coins is, the Six of Coins, when you look at it upright, she's, there's either someone being a benefactor or someone, benefacting or receiving from someone or, just, so this is about that give and take energy and just being careful not to, even if you're not generating as much income, to still be cognizant and aware of the give and take, the ebb and flow of give and take and giving and receiving, because it's easy to fall out of alignment with that, especially when you start to make choices where you're making sacrifices. For example, if you're planning on releasing a job or trying, to start a new career, you may not want to hang out as much. You may not want to spend anything. You may just want to just curl up and go within. But really, that's not the time to do that. It's actually the time to really look at your money fears. Look at your law of attraction hindrances. And one of it being is that a lot of times, just as we're at the precipice of success, we start to hold back. We start to hold back what we give out. We don't share our gifts. In fact, we're worried that if we share, we'll overshare and it, will run out. That's not the vibe or the energy that's going to help you catapult you to the next level. It's the opposite. It's you being in the giving and receiving flow, even through a little bit of fear, because that is how you build faith, and that is how the universe is able to provide to you what you are setting your intentions out to the universe, and you are expecting it to come, and as it will. So the Six of Coins is actually a very powerful manifestation card that a lot of people underestimate. They think it's about charity, and yeah, it could be, the literal interpretation can be about charity work, or it can be about someone loaning you money, and that could very well be, maybe you not accepting loan money, is that could be what that represents for some people who watch this video. For others, it could represent you no longer. It could actually represent you quitting the job where there's no more give and take here, ending a work partnership. It's come to an end, and that is the tool. The outcome cards, we have the Ten of Cups, which shows that you are very much emotionally fulfilled and happy, and just moving forward in a positive direction as you go into July. So that's awesome. We have the 8 of Coins in reverse. Again, I think that's, again, more confirmation that some sort of job or career path has come to an end, or business has come to an end of some sort, and you're making a choice energetically not to move forward with that business anymore. Even if it hasn't, for some of you, it's already come to an end. Others, it's coming to an end this month, while others, you're just now starting to really embrace what all this means. And that's why there's, for some of you, a call for more patience during this time. Whereas for some of you, depending on where you are in these energies already, you're already on the other side of that. And then we have the 6 of Cups, more good times. So again, that's why I think that somebody is having a good time this month. You're enjoying laughing, spending time with friends, having time to spend time with your friends as you go into July. And that's awesome. You just feel happy, jovial, complete, on point, on purpose, and ready to have good times and make memories with friends and family. So that's awesome. And then we have self-reflection. So let's look at the self-reflection in the guidebook. Let's see, because it also usually has a cool little tiny guided affirmation. Self-reflection. Waiting, give us one. I love this. Be curious about your own nature. Choose to turn inwards to quietly contemplate who and what you are and want. The more you know about yourself, the more you are able to steer yourself well. Know what you believe and why, yet be open to the development of new beliefs and ways of being. Affirmation. I am not afraid to look deeply at myself, quote unquote, in all aspects. And so, self-reflection is super important to do as you move through some transitions and change, especially in the beginning part of June, where you're like looking at your life and looking at where you're going. And so self-reflection also happens when you have to confront your fears and worries and surrender to what is. So there is going to be a big theme, a heavy theme of that for you as you're invited to go deep within, to look at what's been going on in your life for the last, bit of time. Look at that, going deep into that emotional terrain there. All right, my lovely Libras, be sure to check out the June Love and June Abundance Tarot readings over at abundantlifetarot.com. So much love and many blessings to you. Bye.